Jack, you deliberately built this game up for the players through the week. I think you got what you were looking for.
Yeah, very much so. We, as players and staff, we spoke all week about this being our biggest game of the season. And the truth is, the next one then becomes the biggest one. But for us, building up to it, this was our biggest game, and the challenge for the players was then to produce big game performance, a big game mentality. And I thought we did that really well today. First half we were really dominant. The second half, when the game becomes open, we create a huge amount. We respond brilliantly to go and goal behind, and big win, really big win for us. And thoroughly enjoyed watching the players today in terms of how hungry they were to win the game.
There's a few questions have been asked through the season, and most of them have been answered. But one thing that has been levelled is about coming from behind. So that must be a weight off the shoulders in one way, but sort of testament to their character.
Yeah, I mean, look, through the course of the season, I think you get questions asked of you and criticism, and sometimes it's just, sometimes it's unjust. But the one that we've not, and the players know this, we've spoken about it, about we're a good front running team, but the ability to come from behind to win games is an important one and something we need to keep improving at. So I think today, to show that character was terrific. I do think in the last couple of games our response to being behind in the game has been a lot better than it had been earlier in the season, so that had given me encouragement that we had that in our locker, and they showed that in abundance in terms of their response, not just character wise but their play through that period as well. And then that last 5-10 minutes of the game, just that determination to win the game.
There was two sides of the game, and there was the quality side but also the kind of selfless, ugly side, and someone like Alec Gogut's really showed his worth today. Yeah,
particularly when I think he's harshly cautioned in the first 5 minutes. I think it's a harsh caution to receive so early in the game for the type of tackle it was, and because he's so competitive, he's got to manage himself through the game. But I thought he did that brilliantly. I think his performance level in the last 5-6 games has been excellent. We had a chat maybe a month and a half ago about just little bits of his game, and again he's responded terrifically well. Even for players like Alex, it's a different feeling at the moment, because we're chasing something at the high end of the table, and it's a new experience for some of the players. So that in itself brings a different pressure. You've got to deal with it in a different way. But I thought they proved their worth today in that respect. I said I thoroughly enjoyed watching them in terms of how they went about their work.
Finally, you've got your own targets behind closed doors week to week, but as a stated objection, this club wants to qualify for European competition. That's a good step in the right direction today.
Yeah, I think that, as I said, we've had clear ambitions from day one of pre-season, and the players have went about that brilliantly and quietly. But it's a stage of the season, I think, where you can be, I'm saying a bit more open, but you can really push, because the truth is, to achieve success you've got to be brave enough to take on the challenge of doing it, and we want that. We want to finish third. Again, I know a lot of supporters that have committed to the club this year and no reward in terms of being in the stadium. So for us, there's a huge driver about getting the club to Europe, and hopefully that coincides with people being back in the stadium, and that itself should hopefully be a part reward, if you like, for that commitment. So there's a real steely determination about us. It's been hard work, but please, nobody should underestimate how determined we are to do it as a group and how hungry the group are to do it, and I think they showed that today.
Well done today, Jack.
Thanks, Kenny.